Aber und willkommen zurück hier in der Forgotten City. Wir sind gerade in der Vergangenheit. In einer römischen Siedlung irgendwo unter der Erde. Und wir haben letztes Mal erfahren, dass wenn einer der Einwohner hier die goldene Regel bricht, werden alle Einwohner zu Gold. Das Problem ist, keiner weiß so genau wirklich, was genau als Regel, was genau darunter fällt, die goldene Regel zu brechen. Also ist es Stehlen, Lügen, Morden, Vergewaltigen, also keiner weiß es genau. Deswegen gibt es manche, die sind eher übervorsichtig, wie der Sentius hier, und manche eher nicht so. Okay, reden wir nochmal kurz.
Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation?
Nee.
I'll be waiting.
Und es ist wohl sowas wie eine Zeitschleife. Das heißt, irgendjemand wird die goldene Regel brechen. In dem Moment ist ein Time Loop vorbei und wir können wieder von vorne anfangen und halt unsere Ermittlungen wieder von vorne beginnen. Oh, Moment. Den kennen wir doch. Das ist der Gladiator, der weggerannt ist.
What were you two talking about?
Was? Entschuldigen, wie bitte?
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
Es geht wohl um die Wahl heute, wo Sentius abgewählt werden soll. Und er hat nicht versucht, meine Stimme zu kaufen. Hat er tatsächlich nicht.
You're throwing your lot in with him for free then? That's even worse. Mark my words, Malleolus is gonna be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
Die Wahl ist mir tatsächlich gerade ziemlich egal.
Good, then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
Caput ist der Kopf, Merde weiß ich gerade nicht auswendig. Aber interessant, dass das hier nicht übersetzt wird. Darf ich ein paar Fragen stellen? Was ist eure Geschichte?
Name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? You go through me.
Ich glaube, Malleolus hebe ich mir für ein anderes Mal auf. Warum seid ihr wie ein Gladiator angezogen?
Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
Ja, hier gibt's halt nicht mal eine Arena.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
Ich schätze mal, sie wollten die Beleidigungen nicht übersetzen. Wisst ihr, wie man hier
When
wegkommt?
Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
Okay. Was haltet ihr von der goldenen
I think
Regel?
it's gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
Und wie will er das
He's going to
machen?
announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Ja. Warum sagt ihr es mir nicht jetzt einfach?
Because if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that.
Macht Sinn. Na, glaube ich nicht.
Old man Sentius got you already, did he? Well, I'm not talking to people in his faction. Confortuare.
Okay. Ah, genau. Und die Iulia, von der die wir hätten sprechen können, das war die Freundin von der Scintilla, die irgendwie mal gemeint hat, sie weiß, wie man hier rauskommt. Aber ich glaube, das heben wir uns alles auf. Ich glaube, wir sollten jetzt einfach mal zum Tempel von Apollon gehen. Damit wir so ein bisschen Struktur drin haben. Okay, hier ist wieder eine goldene Statue. Schaut er mich an? Ja, tut er. Ach, jedes Mal wieder creepy. Fremdling. Nee, 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 nee. Wir gehen jetzt erst zum Apollon. Wo mich noch 10 Leute ablenken. Interessant. Hm. Lucretia, die haben wir gesucht.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Iulia. She was a good woman.
Oh,
No, now it's fine. I can't afford to wallow here. And I need the distraction. What's on your mind?
ist das dieselbe Iulia, die wir gerade gesucht haben? Was ist passiert?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Grausamen schwarzen Augen der Schlange. Mhm. Kann ich irgendwie
Well,
helfen?
unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Okay. Jo, das holen wir.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Gegenstände. Das ist die Iulia. Da ist das die Frage, als sie von diesem Ausweg geredet hat, hat sie da vielleicht von Selbstmord geredet? Ne, Moment, sie hatte die schwarzen Augen der Schlange verflucht, vielleicht. Also wurde es wahrscheinlich doch umgebracht. Mhm. Mysteriös, mysteriös. Vielleicht da drüben.
How'd you do?
Decius, das ist der. Das? Opius, der Dieb, hat meinen Geldbeutel gestohlen und ich, wer auch immer das geschrieben hat, ist nicht fertig geworden. Also entweder wurde der Typ, der es schreiben wollte, erwischt, oder wurde zu einer Goldstatue. Wenn es meine Theorie. Naja, reden wir mal mit Decius.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Decius. Terrible shame what happened to Iulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
Ich krieg von dem heftige Patches-Vibes. Naja. Ich brauch Silphium-Harp.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
Ihr macht lebensrettende Medikamente unbezahlbar. Was stimmt nicht mit dir?
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
Habt ihr das gehört?
Hear what?
Anscheinend nicht, also...
Are you sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navier on our hands.
Naivia, was ist mit Naivia passiert?
She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this silphium or not?
Und was ist, wenn ich es einfach nehme?
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived there. Is that what you want?
Okay, also die anderen goldenen Statuen, wo ich mir nicht sicher war, ob das jetzt impliziert, dass immer nur einer verwandelt wird, das waren die alten Bewohner. Die wurden alle zu Gold, jetzt sind die neuen Bewohner da und... Okay, jetzt kapier ich's. Ja, wir können halt bluffen. Wenn er denkt, dass es uns egal ist und ihm ist es nicht egal, dann würde es uns wahrscheinlich geben. Probieren wir es einfach mal.
Do you think I don't know a bluff when I see one? Nice try.
Okay.
Well, if you did that, you'd... Don't you dare.
Decius Stall, ist der hier? Ach ne, da hinten.
How'd you do?
Ist hier so? Probieren wir es einfach. Silphiumharz. Eine Flasche mit Silphiumharz. Einem ausgesprochen wertvollen, antiken, römischen Heilmittel.
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against...
It's the statues.
My way!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay. Mhm. Und das sind wir wieder am Stargate. Okay, also wenn wir in die Regel brechen, dann werden die Goldstatuen wieder lebendig. Und bringen alle um oder so. Und wir sind wieder am Anfang. Okay. Okay. Aber die haben uns ja auch zugeflüstert, das heißt, die wollen, dass wir in die Regel brechen. Okay, I get it. Okay, also das heißt, dem Flüstern eher nicht vertrauen. Gut zu wissen. Redet er jetzt wieder mit uns? Ja.
Salve.
Ich bin Unas und wir hatten die Unterhaltung schon mal.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Ihr seid Galerius und werdet mir gleich anbieten, mich zu Sentius zu bringen, damit er mir über die goldene Regel erzählen kann.
Oh, I guess how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
Ja, besser so. Kein Problem, bis denn.
Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
Okay. Was ist das? Seilrutschenlenker. Ein rudimentäres Seilrutschenlenker aus Holz.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking.
Okay.
But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
Hm. Danke, ich gehe dann mal. Ciao.
Alright, see you around.
Ah, die Dinger hier, oder? Probieren wir doch gleich mal. Ah, okay. Da geht's. Werden wir zurück. Dann gehen wir nochmal zu Lucretia. Wir haben keine Ausdaueranzeige, das heißt, wir können unbegrenzt rennen. Das war hier und hier hoch. Ja. Ist die Frage, ob die Iulia jetzt noch lebendig ist. Nee. Oder? Doch.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that Culus cubulatus decius won't give it to me.
Oh, okay, ich hab's mitgenommen. Ach klar, ich hab's eingesteckt und bin dann zurückgesprungen. Okay, das ist gut zu wissen. Die Frage ist, ob ich jetzt, wenn ich das einmal hergebe und dann wieder zurückspringe, das Ganze wieder nicht stattfindet und sie wieder stirbt. Hm.
What? Quick, give it here. Iulia, Iulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Ja. Ich meine, bisher haben wir uns alle für verrückt gehalten, weil wir gesagt haben, dass wir aus der Zukunft kommen. Deswegen sage ich einfach mal das hier ehrlich. Ihr würdet mir nicht glauben, wenn ich es euch sagen würde.
Ah, look. If you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
Was ist eure Geschichte?
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Wie seid ihr hier gelandet?
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
Also, so ähnlich wie wir auch. Tut mir leid, das zu
It's
hören.
alright. Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
Warum arbeitet ihr hier in einem Schrein?
Oh, this shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. kind of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease. But the god who inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo for healing kind of makes sense.
Erzählt mir mehr über Naevia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying, but I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Wer?
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Naevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
Ich werde sehen, was ich tun kann.
Thanks, I suppose.
Wisst ihr, wie man hier rauskommt?
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
Okay. Was haltet ihr von der goldenen Regel?
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
Ja, das stimmt schon. Ich meine, er hält sich an das Gesetz und setzt einfach noch einen teuren Preis an. Aber Wucher ist anscheinend nicht Teil... Oder Wucher bricht anscheinend nicht die goldene Regel. Ich höre ständig die Statuen flüstern. Ist das normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Naevia, and she went a little mad.
Oh, vergesst es.
Anything about what?
Wenn wir über Iulia sprechen.
What do you want to know?
Habt ihr gehört, dass sie etwas über eine Flucht gesagt hat?
How did you know that? Yes, she did mutter something about the only way out. A few times, but nothing more than that, I'm afraid.
Glaubt ihr, sie wurde vergiftet oder war es selbst verschuldet? Ja, das war ja auch meine Theorie, dass sie es vielleicht selber gemacht hat und das der Ausweg war, von dem sie geredet hat.
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Jo, lass mal über was anderes reden. Ja, das sind wir fertig.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Iulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Okay. Hallo, Iulia.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Könnt ihr mir sagen, was euch widerfahren
As
ist?
much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
Okay. Sehr moderner Haarschnitt übrigens, also gefällt mir gut. Ich weiß nicht, ob er das vor 2000 Jahren so getragen hat, aber ja. Macht ihr euch Sorgen wegen der goldenen Regel?
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Malleolus steht irgendwie mit ihr zum Zusammenhang, weil der Gladiator gesagt hat, also man konnte dem Gladiator sagen, ich will zu Iulia. Ich hätte jetzt eher so instinktiv gesagt, es ist vielleicht der Vater. Okay. Haben sie euch vergiftet?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Ja. Also wäre ich jetzt in dieser Situation gerade, hätte ich gesagt, okay, ich lasse es, wenn sie nicht drüber reden will, pushe ich sie nicht. Auf der anderen Seite wurde sie vergiftet. Und wenn ich rausfinden kann, wie man, was die Lücken von dieser goldenen Regel sind, hilft das wahrscheinlich. Und nur dafür bin ich ja da, das ist ja mein Job. Okay, ich kann euch nicht helfen, wenn ihr mir nicht sagt, was geschehen ist.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
Ich habe alle Zeit.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Okay. Die Aurelia kennen wir bisher noch nicht. Warum sollte er euch so viel Geld
I
leihen?
had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
Schierling. Giftpilz, soweit ich weiß.
It's a deadly poison made from a plant. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Oh, das ist eine miese Nummer. Weil die Aurelia nicht damit gerechnet hat, dass sie das Gift wirklich nimmt. Okay. Ja, das weiß ich auch wieder, woher Schierling kennt. Das ist das, was der Sokrates, glaube ich, trinken musste. Ich hoffe, ich bringe gerade nichts durcheinander und mache mich zum Depp, aber ja, ich glaube, das war Sokrates. Das hätte doch sicherlich die goldene Regel gebrochen. Wahrscheinlich deswegen nicht, weil sie hat ihr ja dann nur das Gift gegeben, aber sie nicht gezwungen, das zu trinken. Und gelogen hat sie auch nicht, weil es wäre ein Ausweg gewesen, wenn sie es trinkt.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa, confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
Ja, so hat sie sich doch selber
I
vergiftet.
just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
Nee, also Schuld hat sie gar nicht. Sie wollte ja nur einen Weg hier raus. Ja gut, sie hätte den Wucherer um 1000 Denaris beschissen, aber ganz ehrlich, erstens war das ja aufgesetzt von ihm und zweitens, er lebt auch ohne mit ganz gut.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
Wie geht es für euch weiter?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Kann ich irgendwie
I
helfen?
doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Wie viel wird es kosten, eure Freiheit zu
A
erkaufen?
lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Vielleicht kann ich ihm auch helfen.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
Ja, ich werde mich sofort drum kümmern. Gut. Es wird sehr viel geredet in diesem Spiel. Ich versuche die Folgen relativ knapp zu halten, deswegen würde ich es an dieser Stelle beenden. In der nächsten Folge kümmern wir uns dann um ihren Freund und gucken, dass der nicht von der Klippe springt. Und ich gehe davon aus, dass wir uns merken müssen, was wir in welcher Reihenfolge machen für den finalen Lauf dann. Und wir alle Leute retten, alle sind glücklich, die goldene Regel ist gebrochen und alle kommen raus. Ja, genau. Aber wie gesagt, darum kümmern wir uns in der nächsten Folge. Gehabt euch wohl. Bis denn. Servus.